Good morning and welcome to KidNuz, generously sponsored today by the Bullard family of Menlo Park, California. Today, Jack, Gracie, and Lorraine are celebrating the end of another great school year and wanted to congratulate their amazing mom for finishing her year as PTO president for Oak Knoll Elementary by saying, "Way to go, Mom. We're so proud of you." I'm Tori. It's Friday, June 9th, 2023, and we begin with a piece of good news amidst all the bad from the war in Ukraine. Twin brothers who escaped just 4 days before Russia invaded are now high school graduates in Maryland. Jarek and Vlad Vashchuk spent about 6 months in Poland before moving to Prince George's County at the start of the school year. Their mom came with them, but their dad and the rest of their relatives stayed behind. They had to leave everything, including all their friends. But as Jarek told NBC News, "We're lucky. We were in the right place at the right time because people had situations worse than we did. And they made the most of it, joining their high school basketball team and going to the prom. And this fall, they're headed to Susquehanna University in Pennsylvania. Vlad says it's beyond their wildest dreams. I've never seen a college like it, not even in a movie. The teens will study computer science." More legal trouble for former President Trump. Late yesterday, he was indicted or charged over how he handled sensitive documents after he left the White House. According to CBS News, the decision to pursue an indictment of Mr. Trump is a remarkable and unprecedented step, as it is the first time the Justice Department has ever brought federal charges against a former president. Mr. Trump maintains his innocence and has said in the past that he declassified the documents before moving them to Florida. He's due in court sometime next week in Miami. If school's not out, it's back online for thousands of U.S. kids caught in the downwind smoke of those Canadian wildfires. The air is still so bad, hazardous in places, that districts up and down the eastern seaboard are opting for safe over sorry. The impact on air travel also continued yesterday as airports from New York to North Carolina reported smoke-related delays. Conditions in the Northeast are steadily improving, but winds are sending the haze west toward Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and Detroit. More than 150 wildfires continue to burn in Canada, and President Biden yesterday told Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau that he's sending more firefighters to help the 600 Americans who have been on the front lines since May. In restaurants of the future, your meal could be served, or in this case, tossed, with a side of innovation. Using a combination of programming and machine learning, researchers at the University of Cambridge have taught a robotic chef to make salads. The report in the journal IEEE Access explains that the engineers programmed the robot with 8 salad recipes, then showed it simple step-by-step videos of the salads being made. Not only was the robot able to identify the videotape recipes with 93% accuracy and reproduce them, it then produced a 9th on its own that hadn't been demonstrated. The researchers did concede that, unlike humans, their robot couldn't master recipes by watching the types of complex, fast-moving videos commonly found on the internet, at least not yet. Talk about nerves of steel. 12-year-old Willow Sage Hart joined her famous Popstar mom on stage for a duet on opening night of Pink's Summer Carnival tour. In front of thousands of fans, the mother-daughter duo performed Cover Me in Sunshine, the ballad they released in 2021 when Willow was 9. In February, Pink told the Today Show that both Willow and her younger brother would have jobs on the summer tour. While she wasn't specific about what those jobs would be at the time, she did say she planned to pay them minimum wage. Another famous daughter is also getting her time in the spotlight. 11-year-old Blue Ivy Carter now regularly joins her mom and her mom's backup dancers during the European leg of her Renaissance World Tour, with the proud mama posting shots of the two of them to Instagram after. Will her other kids join? Maybe someday, Beyoncé says, but no pressure. That's it for KidNuz. Now, the KidNuz quiz. Twin brothers from Ukraine just graduated high school in which U.S. state? Maryland. Former President Trump has just been indicted over what? How he handled classified documents after he left the White House. A robotic chef at the University of Cambridge has learned how to make what? Salad. In which direction is the wildfire smoke predicted to be heading today? West. In our KidNuz Kicker, it's a growing phenomenon known as tailgate. Hundreds of Taylor Swift fans, not lucky enough to score tickets to the singer's sold-out Eras tour, are now making the best of it by joining forces outside of concert venues to string bracelets, make new friends, and of course, sing their lungs out together. That's because some locations, like Chicago's Soldier Field, are tailor-made for this type of gathering, as the sounds carry well outside of the stadium, and it's conveniently located next to a giant park. There's a good chance some of those tailgaters heard their idol stop the show last weekend after she accidentally swallowed a bug mid-song. After gagging, she said, "Oh, delicious," then jokingly asked the crowd, "Is there any chance that none of you saw that?" Of course, the entire world did, thanks to social media, with one fan tweeting, "Can you believe a bug went to the Eras tour and met Taylor Swift, and I didn't?" Before we go, another big thank you to the Bullard family of Menlo Park, California for underwriting today's episode. Shout out to Jack, Gracie, and Lorraine for wrapping up another great school year, and congratulate their mom for all her hard work as PTO president at Oak Knoll. And hello to our other KidNuz classrooms, including Mrs. Culp and her Tigers at Douglas Elementary School in Watertown, Wisconsin. In Minnesota, Mrs. Hess and her Hornets at St. Hubert School in Chanhassen, and Mrs. Sula and her Cardinals at Lewiston Altura Intermediate School in Altura. Thanks for listening. A reminder to check out our Week in Review quiz on our website. And for those who signed up, our weekly word search arrived in today's email. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here for more KidNuz Monday morning.